Gun Dog Broker, the most comprehensive website focusing on hunting dogs. If you're looking for health information, lineage, and performance, Gun Dog Broker has what you're looking for. Log on today and find out if your dog is gun dog worthy. So, what we've been talking, and I've heard you a couple times mention S.P.E.N.D. What's S.P.E.N.D? Is it, what is that?
Well, I finally developed the acronym maybe 2 years ago. What it stands for is Sarahsetter's Progressive Natural Early Development. And it's become an entire program or system that I'm using to develop my puppies. S.P.E.N.D is multifaceted in that it depends on prior generations. And what has happened over the last 3 or 4 generations, I've developed these dogs that are highly intelligent and have tremendous natural ability because of the progression. What I actually start looking for, well, let's start with the mother of the puppies. Obviously, I go out and select the best breeding stock that I can find. Fortunately, my 3rd, 4th generation dogs now are really great dogs to breed. But what has happened is I'm looking for total natural development in the mother. And what I've done is I've gone back and thought about what happens in nature. In nature, a coyote or a fox or whatever it is, that mother has to do whatever it takes to survive in nature every day. She's out working for a living. She's hunting. She's finding a place to make her nest, to raise her baby. If it's a stressful environment, she has to deal with it. And I started thinking about that, and who would want a dog that lays in a kennel for 60 days before she has her babies? I almost want to say it's like a ghetto situation, a third world nation where the mothers aren't stimulated, and as a result they produce children that don't thrive and do well. Well, the same thing happens with animals. In nature, nature provides all these different things that interact with the female, which cause better puppies to happen. For example, is a coyote chases down a rabbit, or a fox catches a quail. Well, when that animal catches that prey, what happens is there's a huge adrenaline rush. And as that adrenaline rush pursues through the mother, all of a sudden, every one of those babies, those fetuses, they're feeling the adrenaline rush of catching game. And we now know with humans that you should read to your baby, you should sing to your baby, you should remain active. And it's the same thing nature has always done. Nature has always kept mothers active because it's required to live. The downside of that, if you take a brood bitch in a kennel who lays there and sleeps all day and sleeps and eats, there's no mental stimulation for that dog. There's no physical stimulation. And all of those hormones and other things that the body creates that we don't even realize, they're not happening in that mother that's just laying there being still.
Right.
That wild animal that's out there struggling to survive, there's a whole host of hormones. Who knows? Maybe fetuses even smell birds when mama smells birds. We don't know, and we'll probably never know. But nature's been working on this for hundreds of thousands of years, and I think we need to go back to nature and let nature help us breed better dogs.
So a lot of your program is based off of a natural...
Yeah, it's based off of natural development, depending on what would happen naturally in a wild environment.
Yeah.
Now, that said, I keep the mother active through her entire pregnancy. I actually carry all of my mothers home with me every night, so they're in the home environment. They actually work every day while they're pregnant. While I'm running another dog that I'm training, I'll carry the mother dog out and let her point birds so that the other dog can back. If I don't have a backing situation for the mother, I'll actually just run her for 20 or 30 minutes a day to get her in the field, to cause those things to happen, to create that excitement and keep the mother fit all the way through her pregnancy. Once those puppies are born, the process becomes very involved very quickly. If you think again about what happens in nature, wild animal has its babies, or a dog has its babies, what happens is for the first 2 or 3 days after having the babies, the mother's exhausted. She lays there with her babies and recuperates. Well, the babies are getting colostrum. The mother, because of cleaning up the afterbirth, she's got enough nutrition to survive on for a couple of days. As she starts feeling better and feeling able to hunt, Mama Fox or Mama Coyote's got to leave the nest to go out to hunt. So what happens is those babies are now exposed to the will of nature. They can get stressed, they can get cold, they can get rained on, insects, another wild animal can come in and find them. But what happens is nature starts providing stressors whenever the mother leaves the nest. A scientist named Carmen Batigla, who actually lives in Atlanta, he developed this process back in the 60s for the military that's called early neurological stimulation. And what they were looking for was a way to make babies more stable, or actually make German Shepherds more stable during warfare. And what they found is when they stimulated puppies between 3 days and 14 days with this little series of events, they'd pinch toes, they'd turn the puppy upside down on his back, they'd hold him up vertical, they'd hold him upside down vertical, maybe rub a cotton ball in alcohol across his belly, put him down on a cold surface. All of those things are causing little minute stimulations to this baby. And what it does is it causes the adrenal system to start developing earlier. The adrenal system is necessary for stress and stress management. So nature has always provided those stress factors because Mama had to leave the nest to go hunt because she had to find a meal to be able to make milk for her babies. And we as humans tend to put heaters in our babies. We tend to keep them way too quiet. And when I say babies, the puppies. We tend to do too much, and by doing too much, we take out the stresses that would be natural in nature. And this program that Dr. Batigla developed actually gives us the way to put those stresses back in the early development of that baby. People don't think about it, but if you think that puppies don't have the ability to hear or see, and that comes at 10 days, 14 days when the eyes and ears develop, that's actually associated with brain growth. A puppy's brain at birth may only be 25 or 30% in relation to body weight as to what it's going to be when it's an adult. So while that brain growth is occurring when you're doing these things and the adrenal system is developing with the brain, it creates a dog that's better able to handle stress, and I also think it helps create a more intelligent dog.